Good morning. Welcome, everyone, to today's Impact Talk, Meeting Market Demand. We're going to continue to explore how women are driving change across business and finance. And this conversation will highlight how women-led financial institutions are expanding access to capital markets and reshaping the banking sector. We're very fortunate today to be joined by two exceptional executives leading institutions centered in intentional investment and inclusive growth. We're joined by Josephine Moran. Josephine is the president and CEO of Ledyard Bank, where she leads a financial institution with a 33-year history serving New Hampshire and Vermont. And as a graduate of the University of New Hampshire, I'm excited to have her here. She also has an incredibly strong commitment to community-based banking and client-first innovation. We're also fortunate to be joined by Marianne Markowitz. Marianne's the president and CEO of First Women's Bank, a digital bank launched in 2021, mid-COVID, headquartered in Chicago. It serves all 50 states in the country. It's the only commercial bank in the country with a strategic focus on supporting the women's economy and closing the gender gap. Today, we'll explore how their missions, leadership, and service models are meeting market demand in new and meaningful ways, especially for women entrepreneurs and underserved communities. So let's get started. Welcome, everyone. I hope you have removed your summer hats and you've put your fall running shoes on as we get going today. First question, Josephine, let's put that out to you. Tell us a little bit about the mission of your bank and how that influences both your strategy as well as your outputs and, in fact, your leadership.
Sure. Thanks so much, Peter. Very happy to be here today. Ledyard's a community bank, $1 billion in assets, $2.2 billion wealth business, which is very unique. We're one of four women-led banks in New Hampshire and Vermont, where half of our executive team, half of our board are comprised of women. We're also nationally chartered, and we have wealth clients in 38 states and 9 countries. Our bank's mission is rooted in our One Ledyard approach. So our mission is, with our One Ledyard approach, we deliver a highly personalized experience that results in meaningful client relationships. And what this mission emphasizes is personalization, relationship building, collaboration, unified service, and that's the delivery across our banking, our wealth management, and our digital platforms. The other part of it is our vision is the bank that makes your life better. So along with that and our core values, our vision guides our internal culture, our external client engagement, as well as our commitment to the community. Our strategic framework has 3 components, 3 pillars: growth, client experience, team member experience. And this is operationalized through our expansion efforts, our integrated service models, our team member empowerment, and also our community outreach and involvement.
That's quite a bit, but a lot to take in, and thank you very much. Marianne, how about you?
Sure. Thank you, Peter. It's an honor to be here today, especially with Josephine. First Women's Bank has an incredibly unique mission within the banking space, and our mission is to grow the economy and elevate the role of women within it. The reason we launched this bank with this mission is because women have been leading an economic revolution in this country for decades. And as a result, they own nearly half of all small businesses, about 40%. But even with all of that growth, they're only accessing about 5% of the dollars lent in the small business economy, about 16% of all the loans made. That, in a nutshell, is the gender lending gap, and that is what we launched this bank to close. Our mission defines the bank. It really attracts some very mission-minded talent to the bank, and that contributes to an exceptionally strong and cohesive culture. Our leadership is very aligned with this mission. We are a women-founded, women-owned, and women-led bank. Billie Jean King is one of our largest investors. The bank is really about gender equality. While 80% of our team are women, we do have men at the bank, and they occupy some very important leadership positions at the bank. Our mission is at the center of everything that we do at this bank. We are a small business bank that's focused on closing the gender lending gap, so we're fully focused on small business lending. Our core products are SBA lending products, which are ideal for supporting the women's economy. And our marketing is very consistently centered around our mission. And our marketing and outreach is really focused on industries where women lead businesses, where nonprofits are, and where they need support and capital.
I have a question actually leading into that. Are there, Mary, let's stay with you, Marianne. Are there specific verticals or industries that you specialize in? You talked about a little bit of that. And are there any emerging industries that you might suggest people start taking a look at?
Sure. I mean,
And
we lend across most industries. We aren't a fully verticalized bank per se, but we do lean into industries where women, are leading or where they're ascending in leadership. And at the core of that, Josephine and I have talked about this, is really the care economy. We lean very heavily into the care economy, and our definition of the care economy is unique. It's pretty broad. We include, daycare and elder care and wellness and healthcare and even pet care. And so we lean into that pretty broad industry in certain ways. We are developing a very competitive practice solution program to really further support our dental and medical private practitioners. We have relationships with daycare and elder care and pet care franchises, and we lend within those franchises and well outside of them. And then, as it relates to franchises generally, we lean pretty heavily into franchise financing, and that includes startup franchise financing because for a couple of reasons. One in three franchises are opened by women now. That is a pretty recent evolution in the franchise industry. It used to be very heavily male dominated, but in
it's hard
recent
to get
years,
money.
that's been
That's
changing quite
part
a
of the
bit.
problem.
What's that?
Yeah. I said it's hard to get money. That's part of the problem.
Right. Well, we lend there. We're there to support women and men, but we're there to support that industry with financing in the startup and also in the kind of scale up financing. As it relates to new industries, we're always looking. We really finance great ideas and strong borrowers. So.
Excellent. Josephine, you and I have chatted. I know that you have a focus in healthcare banking, but much broader than that. The same question to you: emerging industries, growth areas, and do you have any business models where you feel that women should engage and should be searching for opportunities as well as financing?
Absolutely, yes. We do have a healthcare vertical, Peter, but what I want to focus on for this question is since we have a very unique and differentiated business model that as a community bank with a large wealth business, um, women represent a significant and growing segment of business owners, investors, and also financial decision makers. They make 75% of the financial decisions and often with no guidance. So we saw this as a great opportunity to create a full initiative around guiding women through their financial journey. Our service model that combines banking and wealth management can cater to women at every stage of life so that they have personalized, high touch support. And we know that women face distinct financial challenges. Um, they have longer lifespans, career interruptions, caregiving, a lot of different things. So, with that said, we created a woman focused initiative that includes education, advisory services, and financial planning that are tailored to all of these challenges that women face. A component of them are educational master classes, in-person events, um, and also Women with Purpose Finance. And also we do something called Markets and Mimosas, which is a live event that features a panel of women financial advisors that's focused on investing. So in addition, we've created a guide for them. The classes and events are really well received, they're really well attended, and we're able to really help many, many women in the financial journey. We're able to offer such services, such as our Live Well planning roadmap or scenario planning. We do wealth really well, and this is an important business model that we see as supporting our communities, women, as well as sustainable growth.
So let's stay, Josephine. Question for you, because it seems like everyone's talking about it right now. Technology in banking, it's creating different kinds of access, affordability, transparency for clients. It's a big thing that a lot of banks are looking at right now. If you can, and you talked about how important your clients are in the high touch environment.
Mhm.
Can you talk a little bit how you integrate technology into that?
Sure. So client experience is definitely critical components, one of our three pillars. So we really placed a priority on client experience, and over the last 3.5 years, we have really upgraded all of our digital and technology and infrastructure. So we want to ensure that our clients, not only interact how, when, and where they want to choose, but also that their experience is exceptional and it's consistent across all channels. We wanted to make it convenient and easy for folks to bank with us, but especially women, because a lot of times there it's after banking hours when they need help. So through the digital roadmap, we created services that make it easy to bank with Ledyard and also at their convenience. It's called omni-channel partnering. We have state-of-the-art account opening for consumers and small businesses. We introduced exceptional tools within our mobile app that include budgeting, credit monitoring, with a full credit report, debit card controls, you choose rewards, and also Apple and Google Pay. We also introduced personalized marketing based on client behaviors that provide financial services that cater to the specific needs of the client. And we also took a look at our small business owners, and we are able to offer streamlined loan applications, online and mobile banking tools for their business, extended hours in our contact center, state of the art ITMs. We call this physical, integrating digital tools with a personal touch.
It's nice because the personal touch is clearly very important to you. You've mentioned it every time we've ever spoken. Marianne, let's talk a little bit about you. You're a digital bank, one location, serving all 50 states. I imagine technology is built into what you do. Talk about that and maybe what's on the head on the roadmap for you.
Right. One of the reasons that we chose to really launch from scratch, be a de novo bank rather than buy a charter, buy a bank, was that we wanted to launch, a really fresh bank with the newest technology, the state of the art technology. And we knew that as we were building this bank, that we would have to be, very digital leaning. And so when we launched the bank, we launched with nearly full digital accessibility. As a retail client, you can open similar to Josephine's bank, your savings account fully online, if that's how you choose to do that, or you can do it virtually. We have a great client service team that sits primarily in Chicago, and so you can pick up the phone and call us. All of our documentation is signed by DocuSign. Everything can be accomplished virtually. If you want to do that over the phone or over Zoom, you can move your funds and deposit checks and everything with your phone, with your app on your phone. We have a physical debit card, but we also have a virtual debit card similar to Apple Pay that can exist within your app. We have Zelle, so many digitally accessible products. We offer a full suite of treasury management products that are digital, that's really paired with exceptional and highly personalized service from our client service team. When I think about our roadmap, we are incredibly excited about AI and the promise of AI. We're beginning some pilots here at the bank. Primarily, the way AI will impact this bank will be somewhat invisible to the client, but will certainly speed things up and add additional efficiencies. And we're really excited about what that will bring to the bank.
Well, hopefully there you have customers already, both of you. I'd like to thank you both. I know how busy you are for taking the time this morning. And I also would like to thank everyone in the audience for tuning in. I hope it was beneficial. I certainly learned quite a bit and enjoy the rest of the conference.